Greetings and welcome to Small Business Power, the show that is all about empowering our small business community to be the change we're looking to see in the world. I am Shan Kramer, and this is my better
You
half.
better believe that one. Don Kramer. Hello, everyone.
No conceit in our family, he's got it all.
That's right.
Oh, well, today on Small Business Power, we want to talk about the topic of wellness empowerment. And I've had some people kind of question that term, and some people don't seem to like it a whole lot. So we thought we might take just a moment or two to try to demystify it just a little bit. Because I don't know, do you think there's anybody out there who's kind of sick and tired of feeling sick and tired?
Well, they should be if they are feeling bad. But as well, you know as well as I do, there's people who thrive on feeling bad. If you want to call thriving, because
Mm,
look at me, poor little old me.
oh my.
And
Yeah,
that is
we've
one
met
of
a
the
few.
worst thing
We
a human could do. Humans are not meant to be that way.
Oh my goodness. Tell us what you really think, honey. Oh,
Our Creator wanted us to be happy and prosperous.
well, and at one point in time, I remember you kind of being parked in a chair
That's
most of the
right.
time and not feeling very good, not feeling very happy.
But I wasn't running around. Look at poor little old me.
No, you were hiding.
Feel sorry for me. No, I was feeling very bad.
That's
Uh,
true.
and let's face it, I had some doctors try to help me out, but tell me at the right one.
The
Seriously.
water doctor.
Yes, indeed.
Anyhow, the point of all of this really is that we come from a position of believing that our creator didn't make any mistakes. If you cut your finger, does it not heal? Does it not repair itself?
Oh, by the way, don't go out and try that.
No,
It's
no.
no fun. It hurts.
It's true, but most of us have had the experience, and most
Yes,
of us can at least say whether or not, yes, I've actually seen that piece of skin regenerate itself. Isn't that an amazing thing?
yes, isn't it?
And, we actually believe that there's more and more things where our bodies can regenerate something or another if given the right tools. And sometimes those tools are related to something in our physical space. Sometimes they're related to things in our mental or emotional space. Sometimes they're related to our spiritual beliefs.
It's all combination.
It is a combination,
Mhm.
absolutely, body, mind, and spirit. And it's just kind of sad because in our experience, and this is exactly what happened to you, when we learned about some of the tools out there for healing body, mind, and spirit, we were able to take more control over our health. You were able to take a lot more control over your
Definitely,
health,
definitely.
from going to having a surgery to and being told he was going to need several more to not having any sense, have you?
No, no, no.
No.
Thank you.
So, and you feel well enough that you're not sitting in a chair in front of a TV set all the time.
No, no. If I was doing that, you'd beat me up. And
Well,
one or two.
but the point is, that's the thing. We're on the road. We're out here. We're getting ready to hit the road again. We're going to be heading further south next week, so we're excited about that. But the fact of the matter is, and this is especially important for business owners, because if something happens to our health, everything else falls apart around us. And that is not a good thing whatsoever. So, we're here, and our We Care Wellness Empowerment team has spent the last several months putting together information and seminars so that we can help more people understand what it means to be wellness empowered, to be able to start to take more control over your own body, mind, and spirit in terms of whatever you can do to help with the healing process, to help with just taking more control over helping your body to do what it was designed to do. That's,
saying they got the power.
yeah, it's a mouthful, right?
Yes, it is.
It certainly is. And so starting this Thursday, this week will be at 6 p.m., but I believe most Thursdays will be at 7 p.m. We are launching our wellness empowerment seminars, and they're free to attend. There's two ways that you can go about getting involved. You can go to this page right here, and you can sign up on that page and become registered to be able to access all of our wellness empowerment seminars as they get rolled out. And there's also a Facebook page. And if you connect with me on Facebook and just say, I'm interested in wellness, we'll definitely get you registered into the private Facebook group where we're going to be live streaming these seminars. So, and we're going to have people dealing with body, mind, and spirit. This Thursday, we got Rick Mabe, and he's going to be talking about the power of prayer and affirmations in terms of, how do we engage our spiritual nature? How do we engage our thought processes to help us to be able to live a healthier and happier life? Oh my goodness, we don't want to spend our whole life running back and forth to the doctor's office, do we?
No. I have an old saying. You want to get sick? Go to the hospital.
Well, and unfortunately, that has happened to some people. They've gotten sick while in the hospital, or they've picked up something else while they were there. Our goal is to help people figure out all the ways that you can take more control over keeping yourself healthy. And, some of them involve nutrition, but some of them involve like prayer and affirmation. Some of them involve understanding things like minerals.
Yes.
Oh my God, we have learned so much about minerals in the last 6 years, and it's not something anybody ever teaches us.
Nope.
But it has such an amazing power to help us stay healthier and help us stay out of the doctor's office. Because if we're not in the doctor's office all the time, we can live our song, we can live out our purpose, our mission, and we can have fun doing it, can't we?
That's right. Like a lot of people don't know. They say, well, I get all my vitamins, but your vitamins don't work without minerals.
Yeah, and if you look at any of those nutritional supplements that you can pull off the grocery store shelves, you'll see usually a lot more vitamins listed than minerals. And did you know that there's about 60 minerals we need to be getting every day to keep our body in the best condition it can be?
Did you say 60?
60!
Yeah, but what about them? They have to be in the right proportion.
Well, they do. And it's also better if they are plant derived.
Oh.
If a plant digested those minerals first, now your body has a much easier time being able to absorb them and utilize them in the repair process. So, this isn't rocket science, folks. We're going to be doing these free seminars. There's going to be a lot of awesome information. There's also a lot of technology out there that people know nothing about that can help us in the quest for keeping our bodies in better working condition.
There's a lot out there.
Oh my goodness. Some of the technology we've learned about in the last few years will blow your mind. But because they're not part of what gets taught in medical school, so many of us never hear about them. And it's all good. I mean, our doctors are learning and providing services to us in the ways that they can, but there are lots of things, lots of science-based things. We're not talking about crazy woo-woo kinds of stuff. We're talking about stuff that is actually backed by science. And in many cases, there are some major white papers and scientific papers that back up a lot of the things that we will be sharing. So if you want to get involved and be able to attend our live streams, these free wellness empowerment seminars, you got two ways to do it. You can either go to this website and sign up there, where you will automatically be put into our private Facebook group where we'll be live streaming. Or you can connect with me or Dawn directly on Facebook and just say, hey, will you add me to that wellness group? And we will get you in there and make sure that you have access to learn things that you don't know that you didn't
Oh,
know.
hey, there's a lot of things you don't know that you didn't know.
Well, it's true. And there's so many new developments that are out here happening every single day. And if we don't stop and just ask, well, is there something I could know? I mean, when you were sitting in that chair and you were feeling so miserable, we never ever in a million years would have believed that there were nutritional supplements that could have gotten you out of that chair.
We didn't know. Why we didn't know? Because we didn't know.
Well, because it's not something that everybody's taught. It just isn't. And thank God. I mean, it was because of the miracle of Facebook that he was helped. I mean, the miracle of Facebook and the miracle of prayer. Let's
Definitely.
talk about that for just a
Oh,
moment.
that's very strong.
Absolutely, because I'm telling you, the reason that he's on the road with me today and feeling good, you do a lot of walking, don't you?
Oh, yes.
You couldn't do that back 6 years ago. Oh
No.
my God, no.
Called limping. And for a while there, I was using a walker.
Yeah, cane, all the things,
All that
whatever
stuff
you could
and
get your hands
crutches, the whole
on.
works.
Yep.
And
And it was literally because I was praying. I was on my knees praying for a miracle because I knew in my heart that we still had a mission to fulfill, that we were supposed to be on the road. And I knew there was no way it was going to happen the way that he was feeling, because that was making you depressed, was it not?
yes, it was.
And then I was getting depressed because he was depressed. We were not fun to be around.
It was pretty depressing.
It was just depressing. But I'm telling you, through prayer, and I just said, hey, God, listen up. If you still have this big mission, this big vision for us, we need help. We don't know how to get it, but we want to be on the road. We want this guy feeling better. And it was through Facebook, literally 2 or 3 days later, that somebody reached out to me that I had never, ever spoken to in my life. And it was just a private message on Facebook that said, I don't think you and I have ever actually spoken before, but I feel like I need to hear your story. And oh my gosh, he gave me his phone number. I called him up and we were on the phone for 2 hours. And at the end of that call, he basically looked at me and said, guess what? I am not going to let you guys continue to suffer. I'm jumping a plane. I'm coming to Raleigh and I'm going to get your husband back on his feet. And that's exactly what happened. And that was an answer to prayer. It was a direct answer to prayer. How could we not work with this person who was, came to us out of the blue, jumped on a plane, and came to us to help? So that's the kind of thing. We knew nothing about anything this guy could represent or help us with before that day. And when he came to Raleigh several times over a 6-week period, oh my God, he got you back on your feet.
Oh, yes.
And he taught us things that we never knew, that we didn't know about how to take more control over our own health and our own well-being. That's the kind of information we're getting prepared to share with you. And, again, you can register right through this website, or you can just reach out to me or Don on Facebook and say, hey, I'm interested in wellness, and we will add you to the Facebook group so that you can learn some of the things that we've learned. People tell us all the time, you guys always look like you're so happy and you're having so much fun.
Oh, we're so sad.
But the fact of the matter is that, if we were feeling ill all the time, we probably wouldn't sound and look the way that we do. So, just know prayers are answered. that is our topic for this Thursday evening. This Thursday is actually at 6 p.m. Eastern. And if you either register on this website or just reach out to us so we know to add you into the Facebook group, then you will get to learn about the power of prayers and affirmations in keeping you well. You got any final thoughts, hon?
No, I think it was really good video we're doing here. It covered a lot, and you know how I feel.
Well, the fact is that you are the miracle we're
That's
all
right.
waiting for. And if you're not feeling well enough to go out and be that miracle, then you're going to want to join our wellness empowerment team and find out about some of the things that you don't know that you don't know. I am Cheyenne Kramer,
I'm Don Kramer.
and we will see you again next week on Small Business Power. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye bye, everyone.